272, the final ace of the Dumb Marks podcast. I'm your host today, the wrestling fan that hates wrestling, Donald, and Chris, Steve, Jason. Fellas, how are you doing this week?
Not too
Happy
bad
New
here. How
Year.
you doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2026. My birthday is New Year's Eve. So normally it's a night filled with shenanigans, and everybody around the world celebrates me for my birthday, which I greatly appreciate all over the globe. But this year was the first year I did not have a single drink on New Year's Eve since I was probably like 16.
Progress.
The ball dropped. The ball dropped, and me and my daughter were the only two awake. And we did a shot of water because she's 15. And, the way the weather was, forgot to go buy the sparkling grape juice or the sparkling whatever. So yeah, did a little shot of water, and then went to bed around 12:30 and woke up about 4:30 to go shovel the driveway to so my son could get to work on New Year's Day. So just
Adulting.
same shit, different year. But we'll see what changes are on the horizon this year. We'll talk afterwards, but I got big plans for this show this year. So it's about time to step up or step out. The way we've been hitting this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I said normally I don't say Happy New Year because to me it's just another day. If it was a new year, reset and all that stuff, hey, I have no debt by then. So, my debt gets reset. So it's just another day to me. It's never a new year.
Same shit, different day.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
I watched Stranger Things. I passed out. Woke up around 11:50. Didn't even turn on my TV. All I heard was pop, pop, pop. I'm like, it's New Year's. It's like I'm still hearing pop, pop, pop. I'm like, hold on. What are y'all shooting at? What the hell's going on? Like,
yeah. What pop, pop, pop was going off over there?
It was the guns. It was the guns. Oh, they had a number of ammo around here. I never happened.
But they had the Metal Gear, the headband, the bandana.
I saw so many people posting videos of them going out and shooting off guns, and then the next day, police were raiding them and arresting them. You just can't go out and just pop off a gun, like unless you're out in the middle of the sticks, like. But just to walk out in your regular residential neighborhood and drop a clip, like, dog, you can't do that.
Yeah, and don't post those. You're going to do
it. That's the generation, Got to see me. Oh, boy. Chris, your New Year's?
It was all right. Had the family over, did that, Had to, like Steve, had to go out and clean up, make sure everything was cleaned off for the family to come over. Was busy, like family was over last week too, so like I'm ready for no family.
Tapped out. Tapped out. Yeah, I'm right with you there.
Yeah. We did Christmas, the weekend, New Year's Eve. I'm like, hold on, I didn't see y'all too much this week.
Yeah, exactly.
We're out of the Twilight Zone. Are we in the Matrix reality phase that is Christmas to New Year's? Because nobody ever feels like those days even exist. You're just there. So,
and the weirdest part for me for like work was like yesterday, like being off 2 days and having to work like the Friday the past 2 weeks. Like just
you got to take PTO day that day. I took off all week. I'm like, I'm not. Yeah,
must be nice. I don't got that.
Took off all week. Back on the grind on Monday.
Don't got that. All right, so. First show of the year. So what are we doing today on the show? We are doing our end year awards. So we have 5 categories. We will be going through them. We will always be giving you guys our Mount Rushmores and our mushes. And we'll be doing 5 predictions for this week. We were doing 2 Wrestle Kingdom ones and the Raw Netflix anniversary show.
Okay.
And then we'll be giving out some, predictions too on 2026 on what we want to see in wrestling or anything as well. So no game this week because we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I feel like tomorrow is going to start my 2026 off with more heartbreak because I think the Steelers are going to lose and just completely collapse.
Good.
Might be the end of an era if Triple H and Tony Khan are always talking about big announcements and the end of an
New
era.
errors.
Mike Tomlin might be on his way out, and we might be starting off with something new. But yeah,
TBD.
TBD. I got a feeling it's going to be ugly, and I'll be turning the game off at halftime tomorrow night.
When that game be playing, I'll be sleeping. I refuse to watch that game. I ain't wasting my time with that. All right, so let's get into these end year awards. So we're going to start off with moment of the year. And our stuff, how we do it from the calendar year of January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025. None of that shit the PWI does. September to August, like it's a TV show or something like that. No, we do calendar years.
I wish we discussed this criteria earlier. Like I had a different.
I'm sure you did. We've only been giving year-end awards for 3 years now. Every year is the same.
All right, so let's get into moment of the year. Anybody wants to start off?
I'll kick it off. Moment of the year, I'm going to give it to Joe Hendry and his WrestleMania surprise. It was a pretty good surprise, like for WrestleMania. Just seeing TNA champion on a WrestleMania is something, would never expected. So I'm going to give it to him for this year.
Yeah, a lot of people want to carry a cross in that spot after the next Kevin Owens. But you could have said Joe Hendry in the Rumble too and tied them together, Chris. Just Joe Hendry, period. Couple moments this year.
Yeah, that's something Vince would have never let happen back in the day.
No.
Another company's champ on WrestleMania? Nah, man.
Especially on WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Jason?
There was nothing more polarizing than the death of Hulk Hogan.
There's what I wasn't expecting.
I was not expecting that.
It's a moment.
It is a moment.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
that's where we're taking it. Okay,
he's coming out the gates in 2026.
It's not the big ass. It was just a moment. It took over wrestling for weeks. So,
I listen.
We're squeezing. He'll probably throw in a Hulkamania reference too.
We're still running wild, brother.
Yeah. I mean, now that you said it, like that's a hard one to not put up there as the moment of the year. And not all moments have to be positive. Lord knows I went through many of those last year. So
yeah, because it was all over national news, world news. It was on everything.
People that didn't watch wrestling was talking about it. Then it just got into it, just rolled into conversation, debate.
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it, and talked about it in detail. It's 2026, and we're still letting you get comments off on the pod, Taekwon. So hey, beggars can't be choosers. Why don't you come with a new attitude in 2026? How about that? Hogan threw me off. I was not.
Yeah, it threw me off. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, very true. When it comes down to the nuance of it, yes, for sure. Steve, moment.
I debated a couple different things here. I know we've said certain crowds can impact a moment. I'm not going with Cena's retirement as the moment of the year, but I am going to go with him versus AJ and the interest, like the crowd the love for AJ, the introduction that Cena sprang on AJ that he didn't tell nobody about, which he said he regrets doing because he went into business for himself. But just those two having that moment, in that crowd, the way that they showed love for AJ, like, yeah, that to me was like the one that got me this year in that regards. So I knew Cena's ending was going to be emotional and a moment in and of itself because it's arguably a top 4 greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. All quits and hang it up, but I didn't want to use that as a crutch, so to speak, to make the moment. But I feel, that him and AJ and that introduction, that crowd, Paris just absolutely loves AJ Styles. So give me them two.
Nice. Yeah, definitely good.
It's a good one.
My moment of the year, it'll be a little foreshadowing, so you guys know. But when Dom
all 5
Mysterio,
categories.
when Dom Mysterio took the mask off at the AAA event and the crowd lost it, from that moment on, from Japan to Mexico to the States to the UK, made him an instantaneously superstar in all professional wrestling.
I think the moment of 2026 is Donald using the word instantaneously.
Now I got Joe Hendry's theme song in my head. London, Paris, and Tokyo.
That for me, from a moment standpoint, that for me truly.
What did Punk say? You're already sitting on it and doing tricks.
Yeah. That's a great line, by the way, that he got off on Monday night. But no, that cemented Dom as a guy. There were plenty of wrestlers that were coming out throughout the year that were talking about Dom Mysterio. Cena and Cody being the top 2 that were literally sitting on it and doing tricks. The shine they were giving that dude, but that, and because it happened outside of the typical WWE bubble, it really showed. And granted, Mexico's a little biased because of the Mysterio name and what Ray and his uncle have meant, Eddie, the whole 9 yards, but just the absolute pop of pops. That's arguably pop of the year if we're going by crowd reactions. There's been a couple this year, but that one is up there for sure.
That was a good one.
Nobody had seen his heel turn?
No surprise.
Nah.
Was that even on anybody's debate list? Seen his heel turn?
It was gonna be my second one.
Cena overall was on my list in a couple areas, but
Nah.
All right. I guess we really are on to new things, new beginnings, and you can't see me. Although, listen, we're 3 weeks or 2 weeks removed from Saturday night's main event, right? 3 weeks removed. I feel like they've been talking more about John Cena in those 3 weeks than they did the whole 12-month run that he was on TV. Like, how you got Miz talking about Cena last night? Gunther Gunther I get, but
yeah,
I mean.
You don't know what you have till it's gone.
Keep the name alive.
We shall see.
That one's for Steve.
You'll be on breakout.
Hey, I did have the work shoot from WrestleMania on Sam Roberts as my number 2
moment.
Yeah, my number 2 moment was that work shoot promo that cross-cut on Sam Roberts after Mania. The good soldier. You want to know what a good soldier gets you? Like, yeah, that's one promo where I watched it and what? Dude. No, and then why I ain't lying because I've been on this show for 5 years talking about Karrion Kross damn near the entire time. But that's a moment from a promo perspective that like gave me chills. And I'll occasionally get those throughout the year, but clapping it and throwing it back, Taquan. With Juvenile playing in the background. Okay.
All right, let's move on to feud of the year. Chris.
Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Listen, whenever it came down to it, there was only one that actually was my feud of the year. There was no debate.
Jason versus the IWC.
Jason versus the IWC.
Are you serious? I was joking.
100%. Only thing that entertained me this year for a feud.
This guy's pulling a Jason and stole his homework.
Did not care
Jason
about
was like, "How dare you? That's my feud."
Did not care about anybody else's feud except for Jason versus the IWC this year.
Hey, I think this is going to be going strong next year too. I'm already.
I'm here for it. You got my money to buy the ticket.
Jason.
I don't know if you want to call it a feud, but it was the whole. I don't want to call them the Trinity, Naomi, Jade, Bianca storyline. Just that whole storyline going through is what really interested me this whole year. Still waiting to see for the payoff because there's still going to be a payoff.
Long-term storytelling.
Yeah,
that's a long-term storytelling.
Nobody ever would think that a broken finger would keep somebody out damn near a year.
Yeah.
And every time she showed it, like nothing changed.
No.
Just one big ass knuckle.
Pause.
Glad to see we're still picking up with the pauses. Yeah, I'm sticking with Jason on the women's aspect of things. Mine is Timeless Tony and Mariah May. Just completely. There was no. You couldn't nitpick a single thing they did, and the way that it ended just capped off everything that was those two. And I know it carried over a little bit, but it really, truly was the feud that I felt out, everybody this year, from a character standpoint, from a match standpoint, match quality standpoint. It had everything that you want in a feud in pro wrestling.
Agreed.
So
it was on my short list. The only reason why I didn't was because it was so early in the year. But yeah, that could have been. And
there was, like, thinking back on this. Or go ahead, Don. I'll give yours first, and then I'll bring up my comment.
Okay. My feud to rise along with Chris's. It's the fans versus TKO, WWE, and ESPN. Everything from the booking that they've got on the bookers, Triple H on everything, to the high ticket prices, to the extremely flawed rollout of the ESPN app. I mean, that was the feud this year. Wasn't even in the ring. It was everything outside of the ring with the fans and stuff going on. And that's going to be a feud going on for decades until they figure something out. But it really like amplified this year with the ticket prices and the ESPN app.
So just giving these recaps and these moments, feuds of the year, there wasn't really anything that truly went that long of a run that left the impression to make it feud of the year. Like, for example, Aleister Black and Damian Priest wrapped up their feud last night on SmackDown in the ambulance match. That's a 6-month feud that they had.
That might be the longest one you had all year.
I mean, outside
like Punk and Seth.
Did Hangman and Swerve roll over into this year?
No. Because
I mean,
not this year, but last year a little bit. Yeah, the beginning of last year. Yeah.
But I mean, AEW wise, like, even them, I mean, what, the Young Bucks versus the production truck was the longest feud they had this year?
Hurt Business versus Ricochet.
Death Riders versus everybody.
Ricochet.
Yeah, Death Riders versus everybody.
Yeah, it was not a year of feuds that captivated.
We'll cover that eventually, Donald.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Death Riders versus Ed. Yeah, everything was short.
And no
Like
real
3 to
payoff.
2. Yeah,
Good
like 3 to 2 months. Like real.
That's why I went with Mariah and Tony, because even though from a yearly calendar standpoint it was short, but the payoff was the best out of anything that happened this year.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can go into my match of the year just to continue on that, because my match of the year is Tony versus Mariah, the Hollywood ending.
Same was mine.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's just, I still, what are we talking, like 7-8 months later, and I'll still say that match should have been the main event of the night and give them more time. You know, they killed it what they had, but there was no reason that. I think the only reason why it wasn't was because of Mariah leaving, you know, and maybe them not knowing for sure if she was staying or not at that time. But yeah, I'll still say that should have been the main event of that night.
Yeah, and normally I don't give my match of the year to gimmick matches like that. I just like to see a regular, straight up, traditional match. But the way it, like the spots and all that stuff, the women put their all into it. The payoff was perfect. It had to be match of the year.
That's saying something from AEW's aspect, because of that's all they do is put on matches. So you had Osprey and Fletcher in the steel cage match. You had Takesha and Bandito at ROH. Like there were plenty of quote unquote matches. But the fact that Tony and Mariah stood out for both of you is saying something, which just lends even more credence that two of you guys used them for match of the year, and I had it as feud of the year. That the impression those two left this year is well deserved and well worth talking about.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. Everything's on point. You got the storytelling and the in ring.
Yes.
Undeniable.
It's the magic that is pro wrestling. Jay, what you got for your match of the year?
I'm gonna go with the triple threat. Io, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley. Yeah, slightly over John Cena and AJ Styles.
Okay.
Io's been lights out this year, so
very much.
Yeah, I kept flip flopping on this, and that triple threat match was the one. The other one that I'm going to give my match of the year to involves 2 out of the 3. And another third that's much like the other, but just a different individual. I'm going Io and Rhea from Evolution with the Naomi cash-in.
Okay.
Those two, the match was absolutely phenomenal. They have such natural chemistry between them two. Both of them are top 5 women across the board. And then you add in the cash-in and Naomi getting the belt. It just wrapped up everything that we like to see in pro wrestling, like Jay said. But the triple threat was up there for the longest time, and I kept flip-flopping back and forth. You could ask me tomorrow, and I could argue for the triple threat. So it's just crazy that all 4 of us picked women's matches.
I was just going to say, if you listen to the show weekly, you know how we feel about women's wrestling. So I don't think it came as a surprise, but it's definitely another highlight in 2025.
There were other ones too throughout the year, like I said.
For sure.
You had the Mercedes and Statlander. Hell, Mercedes and Willow from Dynamite on Wednesday night. I just from Stardom Kingdom, you had Bozilla versus Megan Bain, and that was up there. I know a lot of people may not have seen that one yet, but those two ladies were lip slapping like no other. It was Jay was out there going at it. So yeah, women definitely stole the show this year. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of the women, let's get into our Women's Wrestler of the Year. Chris.
I forgot about that match, Taquan.
Yeah. I'll have to go back. I mean, it's continuing with the match of the year. I got to give it to Timeless. Tony just entertained me full calendar year, start to finish. Like, to me, there really isn't too much better in women's wrestling right now than Tony Storm.
Can't disagree. Jason?
You know where I'm going? JC motherfucking J. Two-time NXT champ. He was knockout champ. NA champ. Not NA champ. What champ? Was she? Yeah, she was NA champ, right?
No, she wasn't. No,
No?
that was Fallon.
Fallon. There you go.
Jason just down there resume checking for her right now.
They were like, she's in the group. That's my title anyway. There's our rule.
Leader of the group.
Yeah, her second half. I'm trying to remember when she won the title off
First
Stephanie.
time.
Yeah, but her last 6-7 months for sure.
Was that
Wasn't it May?
Was that their mania event? I forget what they call them. What do they call it?
Stand and deliver.
Stand and deliver. Yeah, I think it was stand and deliver.
I thought she won it on a episode.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh,
Yeah. The first one.
First one.
I think Stand Deliver was on TV. Wasn't it, or was it? I don't remember now.
No, it was that Saturday before WrestleMania. Yeah, 'cause that's when Stephanie got called up, so they had to get the title off.
You can make an argument.
You can.
Mine.
I'm not a JC fan, but I know Jason is. So
Go ahead, Steve.
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah,
Hands down.
I can understand.
Hands down. From the collection of the titles all around the world, the match quality that she put on, her interactions with Harley Cameron throughout the year was hilarious. She's still number one on my list and not going to get her off anytime soon.
Yeah, can't argue with that either. Mine might be a little shocker, but I'm going with Chelsea Green. She started the year off as U.S. champ. She was the life of the show of the Royal Rumble. Even when she lost the U.S. title, she still made her TV time worth something. Mm-hmm. And she got together with Ethan. They won the AAA mixed tag title. And then she kept me 100% in the division this whole year with everything she done.
Must watch TV. Maximizing minutes, as they say. Whether it's 45 seconds or it's a 10-minute match. I mean, there's not many women out there that have the character aspect of pro wrestling down like Chelsea Green does.
Mm-hmm. What did all this say? Don't you want to be a fighting champ? She said, I'm fighting for my life on the internet every day.
Her and Cardona work well together.
Yes, they do. It's a good match.
Taquan had EO, and it's hard not to put EO up there with her match quality this year. Sure.
That's fine. He said for consistency.
Yeah. EO for accolades, it probably would have been Stephanie Vakir.
There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate coming Stephanie's way now.
I don't get it.
And it's because the Fed or WWE.
Don't be that guy. Don't call us Jones now.
The E's. A lot of people say that she's just been reduced to a one-hit wonder. And the wrestler she was outside of WWE to what she is inside WWE is completely different.
I'm not saying they're 100% right, but I can see the argument.
You can say the same thing about Julia, too.
I was going to say there's a lot of shit coming after last night.
Yeah, I like I said, the Julia, Chelsea, that we'll get into all that with my mush when we get there. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, damn. You gotta go over to log on and watch it on Rumble for that one.
And let's get into our final award, that is Male Wrestler of the Year. I might as well go with mine because you guys already know. I mean, been saying it for like 2 years now. He's in the top 3, but he's not 1 or 2. The king of the luchadors, Dominic Oscar Gutierrez, better known as
He's the government
Dirty
name.
Dom Mysterio. In the beginning of the year, getting booed out the arena every time he got on the mic, but still doing his damn job, to him winning the IC title at WrestleMania and getting the pop he did, which was a bigger pop than Cody finishing the story, doing his damn job, to whenever, like I said, with the whole mask situation, pulled off the mask, got the pop, better than any of 20 Roman pops coming back, doing his damn job.
Are you good?
Doing his damn job.
All
He
right,
gave
look,
Cena his 2 of his 3
look,
best
all right,
matches.
all right, all right. Enough of the Krispy Kreme donut glaze. Okay, let's just cut it. Just cut it.
Oh, let's put him in the Hall of Fame now.
It's not a more thick.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what
And
Ty was
after
saying
that-
too.
After that, we're winning the Rumble, we're winning the title at Mania, and we're winning the Money in the Bank. First champ to win Money in the Bank. Dom Mysterio.
High hopes.
Yeah, there's none there, Taquan. That's all.
Go ahead, Chris.
The category in and of
How the
itself.
fuck do I
when
follow
you do
that?
so.
The man, the myth, the legend, Leon Slater.
Wow.
I mean, I've been a fan of Leon right as he got signed to TNA 2 years ago. He's had a great 2-year run in TNA, but I think, this year he really showed full potential, being youngest X Division champion, all the time he spent on NXT and WWE events. I think some AAA events was thrown in there, like across the board. He delivers every time he goes out there. Looking forward to seeing what he brings in 2026.
I'm going to stay on your wavelength. It's sad that Ilya had he just started getting the ball rolling because he would have been tops, but I'm gonna go with Javon Evans. The man has been anywhere and everywhere. 4 or 5 days a week. You need him on the show, he's there.
Yep.
Selling out.
I think, what was it, 2 weeks ago, he was on, 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was on every single show. Like, it's crazy.
With those two,
Yeah,
I just don't like the losses they're taking.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, but busted open with Dreamer and Bully and LaGreca. They did who makes the most impact in pro wrestling in 2026. Not who's going to have the best year, who's going to have the most impact. And Tommy said Javon and Leon. And it's hard pressed not to see bright things in both of their futures.
Yep.
We'll see where Javon ends up. He did not, you saw a trick on SmackDown last night.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours. I think you would want either Javon or Oba both to be on SmackDown, but maybe Javon ends up on Raw. I don't know. But yeah, it's something. Both of those names can come up again when we do this show next year to recap 2026.
I think in some form.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the youthful movement too, although he's not as young as those two. But to me, he carried the momentum from 2024 into 2025 and absolutely came into his own, both character-wise, promo-wise, and in-ring. He had arguably some of the best matches that a certain company has seen. I'm going with the proto-star Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. Future of AEW right there.
Yes.
100% can
Yes.
see Kyle Fletcher with the AEW World Heavyweight Championship this year.
Just get him out of the Don Callis family.
I don't know if we'll have it this year, but it's coming.
And the more I hear him do interviews and the more I hear him break down things and everything else, he's somebody that I'm starting to get behind more and more. Already he similar to the Dom Mysterio in that aspect where getting booed as soon as he touched the microphone, everything, right? To just matches winning over the audience. And you can go down his list this year. It's hard to find a stinker,
Yeah.
So say what you will, but he put on 7 matches with Mark Briscoe, and I don't think they had a dud.
I don't know too many Fletcher matches that are. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see too many duds in Fletcher's future or past.
Yeah. I like, we all pick people under 30 or right at 30 and not even realizing it.
Yeah. And had all women's matches.
It's a change.
Yeah.
It's time for the companies to make a change, Like they say, Kenny Omega's ready to get back in the title thing. Like, come on now. Like,
yeah, but that's more of a last run.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
I think that's part of it.
All last runs.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
I think that's going to be the 2026 theme.
Yeah.
They saw what they could do in 2025 with him. Just like, we're just going to continue this on.
One more match.
Even Mercedes said this is going to be her last year of wrestling full time.
Her contract's up in 2027, so she'll be back in the WWE.
One last run.
Yeah. Everybody gets one last run.
Yeah.
That's the 5-year plan in wrestling. One last run. Take the money and run.
All right, those are our end year awards. Anybody have any predictions for this year?
Just make it better. That's it. Just I want to be entertained. That's it. 2025, there were some bright spots that we talked about, but overall was not entertained as much as I feel I should have been.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes will turn heel in 2026. Everything about him screams heel. The man last night, 2026, showed up in suspenders under his suit jacket with high water dress pants and cut that promo he cut. That's it.
We're going to suspenders for heel now?
Suspenders definitely heel move in 2026. Definite.
That's like an old Bond villain.
Yeah, that's a reach.
Yeah.
Mine, Matt Cardona's getting future endeavored.
He just came back last night.
And he can just go back wherever he came from.
Look, I know his tagline is always ready, but the Def Rebel, whoever produces entrance theme music, was apparently still on vacation because that was the most generic, non-existent entrance theme music that I think I've ever heard in pro wrestling.
Isn't that his music?
No, it's not.
That was like a couple guitar riffs, and that was it.
Because I heard the always ready.
Hey,
yeah, go ahead, Jason. Say it to Bob. Jason, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it to Bob. Agree with the rest of the internet. Yo, that entrance music is kind of tough. No, it's not. My man, you talking about future endeavor. He might as well just pack his bags and leave now because that entrance music and that gimmick is for sure to get you fired.
No, with the troll and everything.
That's up there with his I fight toxic masculinity type gimmick. It's up there with the Red Rooster. You might as well just count your paychecks now, save everything you can, and then go work on the indies because your career is over there, bud.
The gimmick is trash. The Tron and the music. decent.
You went from the pretty deadly disco ball, just I hate it, but I loved it, to that. Wrap it up. See you later. Thanks for coming. Not gonna happen.
For me, I need AEW and WWE to start pushing young stars. Like, get your young stars aligned and start pushing them by the middle of this year. Like I need to see them.
Show the plan.
Yes.
Situation.
What the hell is that?
I have no idea.
like that. Like I really need to see like what you're gonna do. Because Roman ain't gonna be there for a while, Cody ain't gonna be there, Cena's gone, AJ's gonna be gone, Brock's not gonna be there. You're gonna need to start replacing some of these people. And especially since you extended SmackDown and all that stuff, like you need to.
I'm with you.
All right. So let's head into our Mount Rushmores and our mushes for this week. We'll start with Mount Rushmores. Chris.
I am going to give it to Natty Neidhart. I was given her book for Christmas. Read it this past week. That was one of the most entertaining wrestling books I've read in quite some time. That's usually like what I gear towards whenever I do read is usually somebody's autobiography, but she told a hell of a story. It was from beginning to right when she won the SmackDown Women's Championship in 2017. So and then like she did like a little preference after that, her dad passing away not long after that, and that's where she ended it. So there's definitely more story to tell, but the in-depth story she told, especially on what happened to TJ and like some of the stuff that went on behind the scenes between TJ and Vince and some other people, like I was surprised how much detail she went into. And it was from start to finish a really good book that I couldn't put down this week.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. You're the first person that like I know personally who has read it, so I was looking for the stamp of approval. Because typically with wrestling autobiographies, Chris, me and you are on the same wavelength as far as which ones we like versus which ones we don't like. So I'm definitely going to look to pick that up and read it because it was on my short list of books to grab to start the year in 2026.
Definitely working. What did you say, Jason, before?
Was it better than Forward?
The actual forward to the book?
Yeah.
Those were only like a page each, so they didn't go on too long, surprisingly.
But Rock didn't take credit.
The hate this man has for Bret Hart is unbelievable.
He was a preface. I wouldn't even read that chapter.
He hates Bret Hart like Bret Hart hates Goldberg. Like the pettiness level of hate, like it's unbelievable.
If I ever get fired, I'm blaming Bret Hart.
Jason Rushmore.
All right, don't come after me. Got to give it to Maxine's promo. She still buns in the ring, but she delivered on the mic. So she's getting better in that aspect. She still wrestles like a baby deer. So,
I mean, you could put Becky Lynch up there as Female Wrestler of the Year.
You could.
There's a strong argument. She was on my short list just for the way she's elevated people this year.
Yes.
With Lyra, matches that she's had, obviously the stuff with Maxine, what she's done off as far as social media goes and her new character development, this new version of her, the 47th version of her. It's absolutely tremendous. But I thought Maxine looked like she belonged.
She looked the part, yeah.
So, as you said, can the ring continue to improve? There's no doubts as she's come as far as she has. I think it will continue to progress. But from a stand in the pocket and go face to face, I much preferred Maxine versus Braun and Punk face to face this week. Not that Braun didn't deliver, it's just it didn't do anything for Braun. Like
it felt like the same. Felt like
you're just going through the motions. We cut individual promos on each other. We shot vignettes. Let's stand across from each other and see what you got, kid. And I hated that.
Nothing. Yeah.
So not mad at Maxine being up there this week. For me, I mentioned it earlier, and it was between two matches. The one I'll save for my mush, not because of the match, but because of the afterwards. Mine's Megan Bain and Bazilla from Stardom Queendom this week. It was, like I said, if you haven't seen the match, Go search it out, find it, watch it. Those two absolutely tore the house down and was up there from a physicality standpoint that most men don't do.
If you have a link for the match, send it over.
Yeah, I'll try to find it again. Because it took me a minute to find it after I saw all the clips, and I was like, okay, I definitely got to find this match. And yeah, so. But those two hands down for me this week.
Nice. My Rushmore, it comes from outside the ring, but Oba did an interview with the BBC or radio show. Whenever I was going to work, I just turned it on and just listened to it. I was listening to sports, and I got tired of listening to sports, so I just turned it on to listen to something else. And they were just talking about his life and how he got involved with the WWE and all that stuff. But for me, I took away from it. He did it was from the BBC, and a reporter didn't know about wrestling, so it just felt good. A wrestler just going to some traditional news agency and just getting interviewed. It wasn't TKO like mandate interview. It wasn't on somebody's podcast. It was just like something fresh from a reporter who didn't know nothing about wrestling to interviewing a young talent coming up.
You don't see that too often anymore.
No.
I mean, if you want to book out breakout stars, I know we did that last year. Who we thought would be a breakout star. Oba's probably a top 3 guy as far as breakout this year from a mainstream pro wrestling landscape. Not that he's not already getting kudos and props for what he's done in NXT. Thought the stuff with Cody and SmackDown and everything, the match, the interactions with Drew face to face. There's definitely the it factor with Oba, and
yes,
he's a guy. You talk about Brock Lesnar leaving the space, who can fill the void from a beast incarnate standpoint, from a destroyer, from a wreck shop and leave type person. There's your guy right there. So, we'll see. Obafemi is what Vince thought Ahmed Johnson would be. And for those of you that know that callback, there you go.
No Ahmed slander.
I think there's still time to be determined on that one, but
I mean, like that's a guy who the look, the presence, the build, but Oba is 1,000 times better on the mic and in the ring than Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah. All right. Headed to our mushes this week. Chris, your mush this week.
World's End. Talk about an event. Now, had I spent $50 on that event, I would be even more upset. Because talking about a pay-per-view that felt like just a longer version of Dynamite to me, it's just like if I would have spent the $50 on it, I would have been fuming on that, because that whole event, start to finish, didn't entertain me. But the fact that they did the stupid ass face turn of Moxley that I knew was coming, the way the announcers were talking last week, it's like, come on, like you're booking, like, it's the Death Riders. Oh, like, I get them off my TV. Like, I stopped watching AEW there for a few weeks, and I'm gonna need another break, because now they're just gonna be again the focus of this shit, and just like, it's not good. Like, I'll do the Mean Girls line. Stop making Fetch a thing. Stop making the Death Riders a thing, because it's not doing it. No matter if it's going to be the heel, if you couldn't get them over as the heel run to be the next thing in AEW, the face run isn't going to do it.
They're not going to be faces. There's only one face, and that's Moxley.
Right.
Moxley he cut the babyface promo afterwards. He cut another babyface promo on Wednesday. They're in the background, and they're just going along with it.
So it's a Daniel Bryan situation.
Yeah,
I
I definitely think that there's that possibility of them still turning on him, but I have a feeling it's just going to be they're going to just go along for it, and it's not going to be that type of situation.
I mean, if you want to get me interested in the Death Riders, have them turn on Moxley and take out Moxley, and have Marina lead the group.
Wrap it up.
I'd give it a chance, but like the best part of Moxley for the week is whenever he came out in his entrance this week on Dynamite and busted his ass over the guardrail. That was the best part.
I enjoyed the Fatal 4-Way for the world title. I thought that match was really good at World's End.
But by the time they came around, I was so turned out. Like they could have given me probably the best match of the year, and I think I might have just not been interested.
Jason, Mush.
I'm gonna keep it wrestling because the ISTC made my list. Oh, they pissed me off all this week. The Internet Stranger Things community. If you thought wrestling fans was bad, this was just as bad.
Now Jason's just going after the fandom overall.
It's fandom now. It's fandom everything. I hate fans of every fucking thing, but I'm gonna keep it off. I'm gonna keep it wrestling. Damian Priest and Aleister Black. Wrap it up. I know it's wrapped up, but fucking ambulance match. We're still doing these things. A 6-month feud.
That was the first ever ambulance match on SmackDown.
We didn't need it.
Was it?
Cole kept tagging that line last night. This was the first ever ambulance match on SmackDown.
And that was your main event. Your main event has been ass for the past 4 weeks. Ever since Gunther tapped out LA Knight, the main event scene has been ass on SmackDown.
Goes back to Road Dogg booking the show.
I love when Jason gives the WWE hate. That was the best part.
I don't wear the cape no more.
I didn't mind the match last night. For me, there was no. You did the last man standing match between them two when Zelina showed up and lit Damian's face on fire. That should have been the end of the feud there. But you've carried it on until now for basketball reasons. And
creative has nothing for you.
Yeah.
Threw in the mixed tag. We don't need none of that shit.
Yeah, mixed tag. You had Aleister at one point stand across the ring from Cody. You're like, this feud between them two has done nothing for either guy.
I mean, Rhea showing up last night said to me that it's not over. But
can't do nothing else after
an ambulance match. Yeah,
I think we'll just have more of the mixed, the tag team.
The way Aleister been in WWE, I still think he never left AEW. That's how bad his booking been. His side of booking things been terrible. Steve, you're Mush.
So give me a little bit of space here. Clear out. We're running ISO for a minute. I was gonna put Drew's 3 stipulations of hell up there as my Mush because let's have a regular wrestling match.
That's not 3 stages of hell, but
because I want to show that I'm a better technical wrestler than you. When has Drew McIntyre ever showed up on some graps type stuff?
He's a new Dean Malenko.
And that'll be the 5-minute match in that 3 stages of hell.
Man of 1,000 holes.
The false count anywhere, still cage, cool. Like, I get that, right? Yeah. I would have went falls count anywhere. This whole thread between them two have been him getting under Cody's skin by going after Dusty. What better way than to have a bull rope match?
I was surprised I wasn't in there.
Mm-hmm. And then end it in the cage.
Yeah.
You give me those 3, okay. it's stipulations of hell. So
Something of stipulations.
yeah, let's have a traditional wrestling match. Okay, Drew, you're definitely losing.
That's everybody.
But that's not my mush. My
Tell me who's winning that match without telling me who's winning that match.
Yeah. My mush is the marriage of AEW and WWE booking title changes just to have title changes that are completely irrelevant to end the year and to start the year. Why is Mercedes Moné dropping the TBS title to Willow on the last episode of Dynamite of the year when out of the 13 belts that she has, that's the one that she's had the longest, and that's the one that's supposed to mean the most?
That should have been the last title.
Should have been the last title.
Yep. Agreed.
And not only that,
last title.
Yeah, the last
title
for
her to lose.
That should have been the first title. She lost because then you're making a TBS champion beatable by everybody else in the world.
No,
I don't like that logic saying it should have been the last one to lose. No, that's the first one to go. You will keep on getting ass whoopings until the TBS. You just diminish the TBS champion going that way.
But she could have at least had.
She could still defend it and build it back up because that's the one belt that she's not gonna lose. That's the one belt that she protects the most. That's the one belt that she'll do anything to keep. The other ones, all right, I lost. But as long as I'm TBS champion, nobody can touch me. Like you could have. I get what you're saying, and there is truth in that. Jay would, it can possibly diminish what the TBS title means if she loses 12 other belts and then not one. But I think it's more like the fall from grace with losing each of the belts, but gripping onto the TBS title. Like I'm not, no matter what I lose, I'm not losing this one. But to just drop it on the last Dynamite of the year, and not only that, but you drop it to Willow, and this is not Willow hate because for me, Willow is the next one in AEW from a women's standpoint.
But she just won the tag title.
Exactly. So why are you giving everybody in AEW gets multiple belts? Like, why do we need a 2-belt champion now?
Why does she need to defend a singles title whenever she just won the tag title and needs to elevate that belt?
Your booking makes no sense. Title change makes no sense. It doesn't do anything for anybody. It didn't help. It didn't elevate Willow. It didn't make the loss more meaningful. There's no rub given to her by beating Mercedes in that spot. There's nothing there. And then the same last night on SmackDown with Julia winning a U.S. title back. What's the point? What was the point in her losing it to Chelsea for Chelsea to not really defend it or do anything with it, to just drop it back to Julia?
When Chelsea's so much more entertaining in that role. Like just keep the belt on her for a little bit longer.
Especially with Ethan still being NA champ. So they both can have a singles title and their mixed titles together.
You could.
So again,
they are money together.
What does it do? It doesn't elevate anybody. You didn't do anything for Julia during the first run. You still have her tied to Kiana James. She challenged Chelsea earlier in a rematch and lost, only to come back now and get a win with outside interference. What are you doing? Title changes are supposed to mean something.
For a title that's only a year old.
And it's had 2 women hold it twice.
And
you changed it 4 times. Like, what is the point?
No sense.
None at all.
No.
So AEW did it on Wednesday, or on New Year's Eve. They did the title change. WWE's like, hold my beer. We're going to be the first title change in 2026. We'll do ours on Friday. For what?
With big shows coming up.
Yeah,
you could build something off of it.
Again, it's short-sightedness for no long-term plan. What's the plan for Willow now? Where's her focus supposed to be?
That'll be a reason to lose the belt again.
Yep.
Or to lose one of them.
And then you get Statlander out there celebrating her win. Why?
Don't they hate each other? We're supposed to hate each other?
Not anymore. That's squash now.
That's the foreshadowing.
I just don't understand it. I absolutely hate it. It's infuriating that you book this way just to quote unquote get a pop or a rating or some buzz online, and none of those things happen with either title change.
Wait till Monday and next Friday.
You thought you were disappointed today.
I will say, and this goes back to your point, Chris, as far as women main eventing, Willow and Mercedes main eventing Dynamite. There's no reason why you can't tell a proper story and have women main event a pay-per-view in AEW.
Agreed.
They have the women to do
Yes,
it.
agreed.
And Mariah and Tony were the perfect story to main event. Willow and Mercedes just hammer home the fact,
They can.
you know, in ring wise, they absolutely can steal the show if you tell something properly done. But this title change is not. So what's not now? What now? You free up Mercedes to go after Statlander. Is that what the booking is going to be? And Statlander has beaten her already.
Yeah.
Her and Athena will take the tag titles. It'll be something dumb like that.
Yeah. They lost their match already, but they'll get another one.
Just don't understand what you're doing. No woman came out better from either of those decisions out of the four women. Mercedes doesn't come off looking better. Willow doesn't come off looking better. Just because she has two belts, what does that mean? Julia looks inferior to what Julia should be on the main roster. You want to talk about the Fed and the E completely changing a wrestler? Julia, from where she was in Japan to now, is not even the same person. And Chelsea Green, you take away the most entertaining aspect of your TV show.
It's like someone has never left.
Well, there's rumors that he still has been there the entire time.
Of course.
One surprised me.
Always.
But with this situation, what's he doing? Booking both shows? Because
Probably. What else does he have to do? Tony Khan's booking both shows. Why not?
In control like always.
Yep.
Always in control. My bush is outside of wrestling, but Jason tapped on it for a little bit. Everybody online about the Avengers Doomsday trailers just going on and on about everything. I swear I scrolled past 12 different plots of the movie, like reading everything. Everybody knows what's going on, breaking down the trailers, like all the trailers to the pixel of what's going to happen. Just watch the trailers. Please just watch the trailers and just wait until the movie comes out. That's it.
you want to know? You want to know my conspiracy theory?
Man, go ahead. I read 12 scripts. I read 12 scripts already. So
None of these trailers have anything to do with the movie.
Just got you to watch Avatar.
No, not got you to watch Avatar. Got you to talk
trailer.
about the movie. They have so many people in this movie and so many different things and so many different stories that they can go with. You know, going back to whenever it was first announced, Doomsday, and Robert Downey Jr. gets announced as Doom, and then we get Loki season 2 that Loki and Doctor Strange are going to be the main cogs of the story against Doom, to Steve Rogers. But like all these trailers it's the shell game. Find the ball in the middle. They're moving around. We're going to go into the theater, and none of these trailers are going to mean a single thing.
I think it's that multiverse, that they're different universes, and it's not Captain America in the universe we know him. It's not Thor in the universe that we know him. It's bringing them back in something different. And I'm with you. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily any plot. It's just a teaser.
yeah, it's like I am so fatigued over it, and the movie comes
you got
out
11 months. You got 11 months. How many
so
days and how many hours until the movie drops? So
man,
How many more teasers are we going to get until then?
they got one more coming out this week for Avatar. The whole trailer comes out during the Super Bowl. They mentioned, and then there'll probably be one more before then.
I was gonna say Spider-Man comes out in the summer, so probably one with that too.
See, sports gets a pass because everything happens, plays out,
Real
to
time.
your ability. Yeah, real time. Everything else is fantasy. Wrestling is fantasy. Stranger Things is fantasy. Doomsday is fantasy. So everybody's a booker. Everybody wrote the script. It's just everything. It's like, oh,
I will say
It's so that they can say that I said it first.
yeah. Then when it doesn't play out, this is garbage.
well, I will say this. If Doomsday is not a hit, Marvel's done.
Might as well scrap it.
Marvel's
I mean, they
done.
only have one movie after that, so
You're relying on
It's the eggs and
nostalgia.
all
You're
that.
relying on if this does not re-spark and relight the flame, and this comes out to be a dud and just overbooking for overbooking's sake,
Yes.
like the ending of WrestleMania
Bloodline
40
rules.
or 39 with everybody running in.
40.
If it doesn't hit, Marvel's in trouble and they're done.
It needs to hit like Infinity War to get your interest for the one after.
There you
Secret,
go.
was it Secret Invasion or
Yeah,
Secret
it
War.
just
Secret
Secret
War.
Wars. It needs to hit to get people back on Marvel because nothing from Marvel has really drawn people back in.
And I don't need another Deadpool Wolverine. I don't need another Doctor Strange. I need story in this movie. I don't need just 3 hours of, just information overload again. Like, I need entertainment in this movie.
Yeah.
Was not expecting us to wrap up the wrestling podcast by talking about Marvel. But
That's my bush. I mean, it was extreme for the past week. Very, very extreme. I had to get that off my chest. Yeah. All right. So there goes our Mount Rushmores and our mushes. Email the show and tell us your Rushmores and mushes for this week. Let's get into these little predictions we have today.
All right. Got 5 to give you guys. Let's kick things off with Wrestle Kingdom tomorrow morning. We'll start with the winner take all match for the IWGP World and Global Championship, Takeshita versus Taji.
Give me Tasaji.
yeah, New Japan gotta get back to worrying about New Japan.
Yeah.
And I know he came out talking about kayfabe this week. He doesn't like New Japan losing to AEW. So, look, Takeshita winning the world title, was it a moment? Yes. Did it do anything for the company? No. Hasn't done anything. He's not even thought of as the New Japan World Heavyweight Champion. It hasn't been on TV. There's been no significance about it. Yeah, it's not like he's defended it on AEW to get cross promotion, the whole 9 yards. Like, just drop the belt back and have New Japan worry about New Japan and go on about their business. So,
Yeah.
give me Yoda.
Yeah. Same here. Takeshita just winning was a moment. You know how wrestling promotions are with moments now. I did this. 2 seconds later, it's gone. So, yeah, Takeshita dropped the title.
I mean, kind of what we were just talking about with the women this week. I mean, if you take the title off Takeshita tomorrow, what does it mean? Like, his run made absolutely no sense. With Yoda talking that this week, I saw that same interview. Like, it would make sense for him to win, but you need to do something with Takeshita here for this title reign to actually mean something. And I'm gonna give it to Takeshita here, but it wouldn't surprise me if he lost it either.
But even if he wins, what does it? It doesn't mean anything. Like, there's no. This is partnership booking gone wrong with
Yes.
titles on different continents.
They're coming here soon, somewhere in the U.S. I think. I don't know if it's in January or February, but I don't know if they'll keep the title on them for that or what. All right, but we'll get into the retirement match: Tanahashi versus Okada one last time.
I watched this morning a montage, a recap. Tanahashi's career and moments and everything else. 26 years, the John Cena of New Japan. Can easily put him in discussion of greatest of all time from a global scale. We get short-sighted just being in North America thinking about greatest of all time is North American wrestlers because that's who we see and who we interact with the most. But quarter of a century in, it's hard to find somebody who's done the things that he's done and carried a company the way that he's carried a company,
Yes.
much like John Cena. I think New Japan sends him out with a win. So I'm going with the ace to beat Okada, and Okada give the ultimate sign of respect with the bow afterwards. Give me Tanahashi for the win.
I was trying to think this week. I think Tanahashi let Okada win on his way out, didn't he? I don't think Okada lost whenever he left New Japan. And I should have looked that up, but I'm with you. I think Tanahashi is going to win tonight, even though we talked about with the Cena thing. Okada should win, but it kind of seems like if my memory is correct, I think Tanahashi will win.
Time limit draw.
Yeah. Okada will put Tanahashi over, the shine and the show the sign of respect that he has for him in their feud that they had together. It was the feud that brought me into New Japan.
Then we're gonna get to see. You don't have to go out on your back. Whatever happens, you're gonna bitch.
Tune in next week. That was just your spoiler alert from Jason. All right. Up next, we'll head into Raw. Women's Intercontinental Championship. Maxine versus Becky.
Little run. Give me Becky Lynch.
The whole thing with he who shall not be named this week, it made me think like, oh, Maxine got married. Guess what? Time to take the title off her. Because that's exactly what would happen. So, but yeah, I'm thinking Becky's winning this one too.
No, I got Maxine. Let's elevate Becky up and move her into the title picture with Stephanie.
I got Maxine. No need to be a transitional champion. Again, we're building stars here. Again, we're building stars. We're building stars this year.
Are we?
My prediction: we're building stars this year.
Man, she can wrestle. Like, man, I can play shortstop. Come on.
I did say a star. I said building.
You know, an athlete when you see one. She's.
Jason's trying. He's trying to be nice. All right, Women's Tag Team Championship. Kabuki Warriors versus Io and Rhea.
I don't know how Io and Rhea got in this when it was Charlotte and Io for the number one contendership, and that match got wrecked by Lash Legend, and then somehow Io and Rhea got the number one. Yeah, whatever. Keep on Kabuki Warriors until Charlotte gets her rematch.
It just seems all convoluted to me with the four teams. Just like, I don't know who won what. What is it? A fatal four-way? Is it a 8-woman tag? Like, I have no idea what's going on. But the thing that I see is that the Kabuki Warriors are looking weaker and weaker and weaker every week since they came out hot, and getting the titles and all that stuff.
Well, the He Who Shall Remain Nameless booking aspect showed up Monday night with Asuka and Kairi in the ring. That was like the most cringe Bruce Pritchard stereotype booking I think I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah.
In regards to Asian wrestlers.
I see
Io and Rhea got probably the two loudest pops last night on SmackDown.
Definitely.
I know you did the mixed match championship run with Charlotte and Alexa. that, really elevated Charlotte into babyface territory for the first time in a long time, if ever, that she's been accepted as a babyface. I'd go Io and Rhea and let them carry the belts to Mania.
When did Kabuki Warriors get the belt?
Like a month.
It was like on a Raw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before Survivor Series? Or right after Survivor Series, maybe? Before?
Was it that their last debuted, or was it the week after?
I think it might have been the week after. It's been less than a 2-month reign.
Yeah.
Or right around a 2-month reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Io and Rhea.
This would be perfect for Elimination Chamber. As Bailey and Lyra sit on the sidelines begging for a shot.
Like as an Elimination Chamber match, or just
The chamber match, something different
for the tag teams?
They haven't did one of them in a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did the men.
Yeah, they did the men. Yeah,
like
but
a tag team, but yeah,
it's been a while since they did that.
That'd be interesting. Anybody else?
I'm good. Io and Rhea.
Io and Rhea.
All right. World Heavyweight Championship, Punk versus Braun.
Punk.
I don't give a shit about this match one bit. Won't be watching it. Don't give a shit about it.
Having Punk drop the title to Braun Breaker on a Raw. Again, we talk about giving the rub and making stars. You don't want Braun Breaker's first title win to be on a Raw.
On Stranger Things Raw.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
There's ways to get Braun back in the title picture for Mania. To have him beat Punk there.
Yeah. 2 opportunities.
So give me Punk.
Yeah, I feel like Cody's losing, so you ain't gonna.
I don't know how you book it, but give me Punk.
You're not changing championships both days.
Because Braun losing kind of defeats the whole purpose of the division. So there has to be something.
Yeah.
There has to be something done to keep them strong. Because he can't just go out there and lose clean. That cuts their legs out from underneath them. So I don't know what they do.
Shenanigans.
I don't even know. But how do you book shenanigans to get it? You know what I mean? Like, what other baby faces are there that's interacted with the division unless LA Knight comes out and costs Braun Breaker?
Who? Yeah, give me Punk. Too early for Braun to win.
I do have a prediction for this Raw. Chris Jericho will be back.
Okay.
Hopefully,
It's most obvious of obvious things, but yeah.
Now, does he come back with his break the walls down, or do he come back with Judas?
Well, allegedly, rumor and innuendo is that they want him to come back with Judas and be the Chris Jericho that was in AEW.
Jason would love that.
And then he leaves because I saw he's touring all of February. So come back and then
I'm a sign, but I need my painted pants.
So you're gonna have WWE fans singing Judas, but yet, how do you know that? We don't watch AEW. Just like them singing Cody's music when he first appeared. How you know that?
I have one quick hitter, and it kind of came about this morning, seeing reports on different things in that. So allegedly, Tommaso Ciampa will be exiting the company when his contract's up. Don't know if he turned down an offer, if he was offered, if he wasn't offered. Not sure exactly when his contract ends, but that makes sense as to why he wasn't on TV last night. In that regards, with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. To me, they never booked Ciampa right on the main roster.
No. Never.
He's also a guy that said he never wanted to go to the main roster either.
So I know he's had, his neck issues have been documented. He missed a long time.
Yeah.
Sure, he's thinking about his health and safety. Don't know if he goes to AEW for one run or what, or maybe, a TNA deal. But given TNA's proximity to WWE, don't know if he wants that either. But I think there was definite missed opportunity with Ciampa.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
And I think you could do the argument with Gargano in there too. He's still around, but
I don't know how true it was, but they said the first ring of the bell last night was 25 minutes in.
I saw something on that too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Orton Miz to open the show, I think that went almost 20 minutes, 22 minutes. So yeah, commercial comeback bell. Yeah.
This IWC bitching already. Jason.
Netflix's or WWE's added their back catalog to Netflix, all the past reviews. I don't know if it's all of them, but right now it's looking ass. You don't have the posters for the graphics. You just have it'll have like the 2022 SummerSlam poster for 2003 SummerSlam. It's all show.
At least they gave you the year.
Yeah, it's supposed by year.
At least not a season like Peacock. Season 1.
I hated that.
I'm like, why is this a lone picture of Randy Orton stock photo? And it's like Backlash 2008. Fix it.
Got his WWE.com picture up on there.
I'm sure somebody on the Netflix payroll watches WWE. Help them out. I'm good.
Is that it? All right. Thank you for listening and watching episode 272, the final ace of the Dumb Marks podcast. Always follow us on our social medias at Dumb Marks Pod. Hit us up on dumbmarkspod.com for all of our links, WWE, Surfshark, Pro Wrestling Tees, and hit us up on Spotify. Like, listen, and follow. And for our quote that we have this week, there are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. So with that, Kenichi Wakari saying, and new this year, fuck the IWC.